there's one pistol on this list that sprayed spent brass everywhere during testing. Forward, backward, sideways, even straight back at the shooter. And yet, it's still one of the best-selling sub-$200 9mm handguns in America. So how does a gun with that kind of flaw become so popular? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why that happens, which budget pistols actually deserve your trust, and which ones belong nowhere near your nightstand. If you've been shopping for your first handgun, a backup pistol, or something to keep in the truck, you've probably run into the same problem everyone else does. Every forum says something different. One owner claims his budget pistol has fired 10,000 rounds without a single malfunction. The next says the exact same model jammed right out of the box. That leads to one of the biggest myths in the firearms world. If it's cheap, it's unreliable. Simple as that. The truth is a lot more interesting. In this price range, brand reputation often matters less than people think, while the gun's actual design matters far more. Today, we're looking at real-world testing, documented performance, and long-term owner experiences to see which handguns under $200 actually deliver. We'll cover what each pistol does well, where it quietly falls short, and which one I'd trust with my life. And stick around, because the highest-ranked pistol isn't the one most YouTubers recommend. And there's a very good reason why. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the Hi-Point C9. This pistol gets roasted constantly for looking like someone bolted a trigger onto a brick. And honestly, that's not entirely unfair. It's built around a straight blowback system, one of the simplest ways to make a semi-automatic pistol. There's no locking barrel or complicated mechanism, just a heavy slide and a recoil spring controlling the energy of each shot. That oversized zinc alloy slide is exactly why the C9 weighs nearly 2 pounds unloaded. But here's the twist. That crude, fewer moving parts mean fewer opportunities for something to break. Thousands of owners report running these pistols for years with very few problems. And when issues do appear, they're usually traced back to the magazines rather than the gun itself. Hi-Point also backs every pistol with a lifetime warranty that follows the firearm, not the original buyer. Even if you picked one up used from a complete stranger, the warranty still applies. For someone worried about spending $200 on a gun that might fail, that's a surprisingly reassuring safety net. Of course, there's a catch. Actually, there are a couple. Capacity is limited to 8 rounds in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber. The trigger is long, heavy, and mushy, hovering around 8 pounds. It isn't the kind of pistol you'll enjoy shooting every weekend. It's simply the kind that tends to keep working. But here's where a lot of reviews stop, and that's a mistake. A gun that just works doesn't automatically make it the best choice. Reliability is only one piece of the puzzle. Independent evaluators generally judge budget pistols using 3 simple standards. Does it run consistently without constant maintenance? Is it accurate enough to make confident hits? And does the ergonomics allow you to shoot quickly and stay in control? Keep those 3 questions in mind, because every pistol from this point forward gets measured against them. Now this is where things start getting interesting. The Taurus lineup, especially the G2S and G3 series, used to be the punchline of countless gun jokes. Older Taurus pistols earned a reputation for inconsistent quality control, and for years that reputation stuck. But the newer generation has been telling a very different story. The Taurus G2S, often selling right around the $200 mark, completed rapid-fire evaluations without reliability issues. Testers specifically praised its aggressive grip texture, while the combination of a manual safety and T-rigger safety added another layer of confidence. One respected independent testing organization even gave it top marks and labeled it a best buy. The slightly larger G3, although often just above our budget limit, impressed testers even more. With the right ammunition, it produced accuracy groups measuring under 2 inches at 15 yards. That's not impressive for the money, that's simply impressive. But here's the catch. One successful model doesn't automatically make an entire product line reliable. That's where many buyers get burned. And that brings us to the Taurus TH9. Although it shares the Taurus name, it's a completely different pistol. The TH9 is a full-size, hammer-fired handgun with a manual safety and an exceptionally easy-to-rack slide. guide, something shooters with smaller hands or limited grip strength will definitely appreciate. Initial testing looked promising, then the round count climbed. That's when repeated failures to eject started appearing across multiple ammunition types. When the same malfunction follows the gun instead of the ammunition, that's usually a warning sign you shouldn't ignore. Add reports of a finish that's more susceptible to rust than many competitors, and the TH9 becomes a pistol that's enjoyable at the range, but one I'd personally put through several hundred flawless rounds before trusting for defensive use. So now you're probably wondering, is there anything in this price range that offers the rugged reliability of the High Point, but with the refinement of a modern carry pistol? Yes, and this is where the comparison gets really interesting. The Canik TP9SA, a Turkish-built full-size 9mm that often sells just above $200, keeps appearing in comparisons against pistols costing nearly twice as much, and it consistently holds its own. The first thing nearly every reviewer mentions is the trigger. It's widely considered one of the best factory triggers anywhere near this price category. Throughout testing, reliability remained consistently strong. The slide lock position earned praise for practical use, and concerns about the exposed magazine release largely disappeared after extended carry evaluations showed accidental magazine drops simply weren't an issue. It's not flawless. Its accuracy isn't class-leading, but considering what you're paying, it delivers far more than most buyers expect, and the budget market doesn't stop there. MC2C are two newer pistols, quietly changing expectations for affordable handguns. The Savage stance sits closer to $400, placing it outside today's price limit, but it's worth mentioning because it shows where the budget market is heading. It offers a slim shield-style profile with smooth edges and excellent reliability during testing, although accuracy varied depending on ammunition choice. The Mossberg MC2C takes another approach entirely, combining a generous 14-round magazine with surprisingly comfortable ergonomics for both small and large hands, a balance many compact pistols struggle to achieve. By now, a clear pattern should be emerging. The pistols that consistently perform well almost always share three characteristics: proven mechanical designs, controls that work with the shooter instead of against them, and manufacturers willing to stand behind their products with solid warranties. The disappointing guns usually share something else: quality control shortcuts that don't reveal themselves until hundreds of rounds later, long after a quick range session would have convinced you everything was fine. So, which one deserves your money? If your only priority is dependable function and you couldn't care less about looks or refinement, the High Point C9 remains the brutally honest answer. It's unattractive, heavy, and outdated, but it has earned a reputation for simply getting the job done. If you want something that feels more modern, offers better ergonomics, and provides a trigger you'll actually enjoy shooting, the Taurus G2S, Taurus G3, and Canik TP9SA stand out as the strongest choices based on documented testing rather than marketing claims. And if the Taurus TH9 has caught your attention because it looks good on paper, just make sure you prove it on the range before trusting it for anything beyond recreational shooting. Here's the biggest takeaway. In 2026, cheap and reliable are no longer mutually exclusive, but reliability still has to be earned. Popularity doesn't prove quality. A polished review doesn't prove durability, and a low price doesn't automatically mean you're getting a bad firearm. What separates a dependable budget pistol from an expensive mistake isn't the logo on the slide or the number on the price tag. It's honest testing, proven reliability, and a high enough round count to expose problems before they matter. Buy the handgun that fits your actual needs. Put several hundred rounds, including your defensive ammunition, through it before trusting it for serious use. And always check recent owner reports for the exact model you're considering. Even excellent manufacturers occasionally produce a bad batch. If this video helped you avoid an expensive mistake, you won't want to miss the next one, where we're breaking down how to choose the right defensive ammunition for your first handgun, because even the most reliable pistol is only as effective as what you load into it. Subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next one.